How Aaron Rai outlasted golf's biggest stars to win the PGA Championship. Open extended reactions. NEWTOWN Square par. The amphitheater around the 17th green at Aronimink Golf Club had been built for a reason. A giant grandstand stood to its right. An even bigger one towered to its left. The hole had been given a stage in hopes that it would be pivotal, that come this moment, as the setting sun washed over the golf course in an orange hue on Sunday at the PGA Championship, and the leaders made their final pivot back toward the clubhouse, drama would ensue right here. Yet for most of the final round, the 17th hole and its tucked pin location on the far left had failed to produce fireworks. As Aaron Rai stepped into a 68-foot putt with a two-shot lead, the energy felt minimal, the noise sparse. This was not Rory McIlroy making the charge to win his second major of the year. Not Scottie Scheffler defending his title by coming back from 5 shots down. It was not Jon Rahm fending off a host of players to get one leg closer to the Grand Slam. And it was not Ludvig Åberg finally fulfilling the hype by winning his first. The big names that lingered had receded or simply found themselves stuck in neutral. It was there, from the thick of one of the most crowded leaderboards in recent major history and a setup that would not allow anyone to separate, that a 31-year-old Rai had emerged Sunday without much fanfare but rather with a steady, methodical approach. No one in contention had made a birdie on the 17th hole Sunday. Surely the 141st best putter in the world over the last year wouldn't be the one to do it, especially when he wasn't even looking to make it. Rai took back his putter and swung through. The ball began tracking, and when it dropped improbably in the hole, Aronimink exploded as loudly as it had all week. "That putt on 17 was incredible," Rai said. "I was just trying to focus on speed and get it close. It started to look really good line-wise with probably about 15 feet to go. Slowed up really nicely as well. So it just kind of conspired all together for that ball to go in the hole." The Philadelphia faithful wanted more than a winner. They wanted a winning moment, and Rai delivered. His exclamation point shut the door, and suddenly the tone changed. As Rai walked to the 18th tee, the crowd began to embrace its champion. "That's a PGA champion right there," one fan shouted. "I'm very much a foreign player playing here in America, but their support for me was incredible," Rai said. There is little that is conventional about Rai. He is one of the 7 shortest players on the PGA Tour off the tee and uses a driver that was released 7 years ago. He wears not 1, but 2 black gloves for every full swing he takes. He uses a plastic orange tee, and yes, the irons in his bag are still hugged by iron covers. Yet, where there are idiosyncrasies, there is plenty of depth too. Rai's path to golf came as a result of being struck by his brother's hockey stick when he was just 4 years old. His mom, who immigrated from Kenya to England, bought him plastic golf clubs as an alternative. His dad, who immigrated to England from India, quit his job when Rai was at a young age to help him focus on his game. Rai came to cherish his golf clubs so much that he wanted to protect them, thus the iron covers. I think my dad played a really big role in that. He was very much an advocate to really just stay in your lane. Focus on the things that you can do, Rai said. I didn't really mix with a lot of other junior golfers, which didn't give me a perspective of what was normal. So I think he kind of sheltered me to be able to develop in a way that made sense for me, in a way that I guess was a little bit unique, with 2 gloves, with iron covers, etc. As his victory became fated Sunday, the players who had fallen short and rued their failed efforts did not allow defeat to prevent them from extolling Rai's virtues. Aaron Rai holds the Wanamaker Trophy after winning the 2026 PGA Championship. AP photo/Metslocum. You won't find one person on property who's not happy for him. Rory McIlroy, who started the day 3 shots back of the lead and finished 5 shots back of Rai, said, "I have heard consistently there's very few people that are nicer and kinder human beings than Aaron Rai." Jon Rahm, who finished in a tie for second place 3 shots behind Rai, said, "What he did today is nothing short of special. If there's one guy I'd love to lose to, it's probably Aaron Åberg, who played alongside Rai Sunday and finished 4 shots back," said, "I'm super happy for him. He's such a good dude." Xander Schauffele, who finished 5 shots back and waited to congratulate him, said, "Aaron is always there. He's always in the gym. He's always on the range. I think that's what it's about to be a major champion. You put the work in when nobody's looking." On Sunday, everyone was looking elsewhere, not at the 44th ranked player in the world with only one PGA Tour win, only one top 10 finish this year, and not at the player whose best finish at a major was a tie for 19th. Yet, while his playing partner Åberg impressed with sky-high moonballs into greens, McIlroy oared with his driving and Rahm gave himself every possible shot to win with his approach game. Rai steadied his approach in the shadows and used his own unflashy superpower, accuracy. Rai hit his low ball flight and kept the ball straight as an arrow, hitting every fairway on the back 9. He followed up his first bogey on the 3rd hole with a birdie and responded to bogeys on the 6th and 8th holes with a 40-foot putt for eagle on No. 9, a hole that only saw 6 other eagles all day and none from players in pursuit of a victory. He's just a very methodical guy when it comes to doing everything, and in his